So, you're looking to spruce up your backyard just in time for a pool party. But then, you hit a wall. A big, boring, dirty, stucco wall. Let's face it, stucco or cinder block walls are very common and often very boring. In this DIY video, we're going to show you how metal panels might be your solution. This is the Metal Roofing Learning Channel. Brought to you by Western States Metal Roofing. Accent walls are an easy way to add character to your yard. The goal of this DIY video is to show you an easy and affordable way to install an accent wall using metal panels. There are a variety of ways this project can be completed. We're here to give you some basics to get the job done easy and cheap. Feel free to comment below with questions or suggestions to improve on this DIY. And if you like what you see, please support our channel by subscribing, as we release new videos weekly. For this project, the essential tools and supplies you'll need are a drill, screw gun, wood saw, concrete anchors with a concrete drill bit. For this build, we use Tapcon concrete anchors. You'll also need 1 1/4-inch washers, 1/4-inch spade drill bit, number 12 3/4-inch self-drilling screws, 1 1/2-inch wood screws, and a speed square. For this build, we will be constructing a support frame out of wood. The sizes and quantity will vary depending on your build. In this example, we're building a 6-foot high by 14-foot wide wall using the following materials: 3 1-inch by 6-inch by 8-foot common boards, 5 1-inch by 2-inch by 8-foot common boards, and 6 1-inch by 4-inch by 8-foot boards, which were used as exterior framing. There are a variety of wood options you can use for this framing. For this build, we went with a bare, neutral wood tone. The final, and of course most important thing you'll need are metal panels. The simplest and most cost-effective option is to buy your panels at your local home improvement store. There you can find the standard 8 by 14-foot, 29-gauge panels for about $18 each. Since the panels are solely for decorative purposes, the thin gauge size is not an issue. The downside is most panels that you'll find are highly reflective, which may not be pleasant during bright sunny days, and you won't have too many color options to choose from. If this is an issue and you're looking for more of a unique look, you may want to consider investing in painted metal panels. Painted metal panels come in a variety of color options. Looking for a rustic design, zinc finish, or a patinaed copper? You'll find a variety of color options to match any yard or style. Check out the complete selection of colors at westernstatesmetalroofing.com. Link in the description below. So now that you have your panels selected, it's time to measure out your wall. In this example, we're building an accent wall that is 6 feet high and 14 feet across. You can use the basics in this video to scale up or down to your desired wall size. Prior to installing your wood, you will want to weather seal your boards, using a proper sealant to protect them from the elements. The main stage of this build is the support frame. The frame will be built around the 3 1-inch by 6-inch by 8-foot boards. We start by cutting these boards down to 6 feet in length to match the height of the wall we're building. We then anchor the 3 boards to the wall using concrete anchor screws, 6 inches from the top and bottom of each piece. A third anchor should be added to the middle of each panel for additional support. To do this, we start by pre-marking your wood pieces at each anchor location. Using your 1/4-inch drill bit that came with the anchor screws, drill a hole at each mark. Next, using your spade drill bit, carve out a 1/4-inch notch at each mark. This will allow the screw and washer to fall flush into the beam when mounting. Now that your 3 beams are ready, it's time to start mounting. Prepare your drill with the drill bit that came with your anchor screws. Make sure to set the drill bit to the suggested depth from the concrete anchor's manufacturer guidelines. Make sure to compromise for the thickness of the wood panel. Then, using a pre-drilled wood beam as your guide, begin at one side of the wall. You want to make sure that your wood panel is firmly to the ground. Begin drilling into your stucco or cinder block at each hole. Once you've drilled your holes, it's time to place the anchors. Place a 1/4-inch washer on each screw prior to fastening. Make sure that the screws go on securely. There might be a chance that you hit a pocket in the wall or cinder block, which will result in the screw not grabbing onto anything. If this happens, you'll need to re-drill a second hole, either above or below your failed screw. It's crucial that you follow the screw manufacturer guidelines, as this will be the main support for your wall. Now that your first board is installed, you'll want to measure from the first board out to where your wall will end. Then you'll repeat this process to install the second support beam on the opposite end of the wall. Next, measure the distance between the two beams and find the center point. Here's where you'll install the third beam. Proper sealant should be placed around the edge of your boards. Sealant can be placed around each anchor screw. Now that all 3 support beams are up, it's time to add the wood frame spacers. For this, we'll be using 1-inch by 2-inch by 8-foot boards. They'll be fastened to your support boards using number 8 1.5-inch wood screws. Boards will be cut to size and placed at the following locations. These will act as spacers between your support beams, metal panels, and final wood frame. Your support frame is set, the spacing frame is set. Now it's time to install your metal panels. For this install, we selected 37-inch black zinc matte panels. You can find a link for this color in the description below. We used 4 panels that were installed in sections starting at the bottom. Starting from the bottom helps conceal the horizontal overlap that will occur. The hardest part of this DIY is cutting the panels down to size. There are numerous methods to cut metal panels. One of the cheapest and easiest ways is using electric metal shears. You can find these for around $50, depending on the gauge size you need to cut. Once you have your panels cut to size, you're going to mount them to your support frame using number 12 by 3/4-inch self-drilling screws. We drilled to the low seam of the panel at every 3rd corrugation. Screws should be approximately 1 inch from the edge so that they are concealed by the final frame. You're almost done. It's time for the final wood frame. We used 1-inch by 4-inch by 8-foot boards. We went for a natural bare wood look. You can find a variety of wood finishes and widths at your local home improvement store. You can also seal and paint your frame to achieve the desired look you're going for. Another option is to cut your corners at 45-degree angle to achieve a more polished appearance. This can easily be achieved using your speed square and cutting the boards at a 45-degree angle. Once your frame is cut to size, attach the frame using number 8 by 1.5-inch wood screws. And now, you're done! Congratulations! The days of looking at a boring wall are over. Now you have a beautiful decorative accent wall to complement your style. Feel free to comment below with questions or suggestions to improve on this DIY, and if you like what you see, please support our channel by subscribing, as we release new videos weekly.
You know.